Today I want to talk about a very important topic, how to choose your machine. So there is two methods, one which is very popular but dangerous and risky, and a second method that is not very used but is much safer. So let's start with method number one, so the one that is more dangerous. Normally they assign to you the choose of a new machine tools because maybe you have a new needs or a new contract, and which is a good news. But typically when this project starts, customer goes to trade show where you can meet in one day or two machine tool builders and you can get updated on the latest technology of machine tools. So this is quite convenient because in one day or maximum two you can get in contact with a lot of machine tool builders, and after the show they follow up and they come to your company and they describe the machine, or they invite to their showrooms showing in practical the characteristic of the machine tools. So once you have understood all these characteristics, then you have quotations from machine tool builders, and now maybe you have 3, 4, 5 quotations, and you start to compare these machine tools by characteristics and by price. After this, typically you choose the machine tool for your need, but in this specific moment the risk is there. Now let's go to method number two and see how we can reduce or even take to zero the risk. Method number two is a 4-step method. Two are theoretical method and two are practical method. So starting with step number one, so we start with a theoretical machining process. So we start to imagine how to clamp the machine, how to process your components or your family of components, this in a rough way. If step number one is good, then we move into step number two. This step is much more detailed, so we go in detail of tools of clamping by using also simulators, and after this step number two we can have a very good idea of productivity and how it looks like all the process of the component. Once it's finished, we go to step number three. We take all the information of step number two and we do a practical test on a real machine tools. So we tool the machine, we clamp your components, we machine it, we make chips, and we have a finished component. This takes us to step number four, where there is a performance check. This performance check, we check of course cycle time, but also the quality of the part in terms of geometry, tolerances, and CPK value, so everything that is required to certificate that the part is produced in the correct way. So if you like this method number two, please contact us and our technical tutor can help you to go through these 4 steps and reduce to zero the risk of choosing a machine for your side. If you want to do it with us, we are happy. If you want to do it with some other companies, please insist on this method number two because you need to reduce your risks.